One man spent the night inside an abandoned prison only to realize something outside had begun circling his tent in the darkness.
Holy, there's a coyote outside. Right outside my tent. Hey buddy, you want to leave me alone?
Another explorer walked alone down a quiet forest trail until and when something massive began moving just outside a camper's tent.
There's something in it. Oh shit.
From predators wandering in the dark wilderness
Okay, so by now at this point here, we were smart enough not to leave really any...
to strangers appearing where no one should be.
Yeah.
Middle of the night. I don't even know what time it is.
These are 5 of the most disturbing camping encounters ever caught on camera. Case number 1. On November 1st, 2019, the YouTube channel Uncharted Travel premiered a disturbing video from deep in the Great Canadian North, where a man decided to spend the night alone inside an abandoned prison in the wilderness.
I'm going to be going alone, and I'm going to be staying the night. The only people I've actually seen out this far are reservists, so that's a little bit concerning. Hopefully there's no one around where I plan on parking. I guess this is where I park here. Time for a nice hike.
So here's the deal. It's 4 o'clock now. The sun sets around here around 6:30. If my orienteering is correct, it's about a 2-hour hike to the actual prison location. That gives me about a half an hour of daylight to get everything set up and ready to roll before dark hits, and then I won't be able to see anything. So I got to make up some good ground, and hopefully I can get everything prepared in time.
The plan sounded simple. He would hike 2 hours through the forest, but the place was extremely remote. He already knew that if something went wrong, there would be no phone signal and no help nearby.
Information about this location and how secure it was, and everyone kind of gave me some mixed answers. Like from one person it was being used as reservists for a training facility, and another person gave me, oh, it has its own private security, and another person said, oh, it's just one crazy farmer who shoots salt slugs at you. Weirdly enough, we're so far north that my biggest fear isn't even getting caught by security or patrol or whatever. It's actually bears and mountain lions. Mother Nature scares me more than people do.
Every year, a handful of urban explorers tackle the 2-hour trek to the abandoned Camp Bison prison. After having driven about 5 hours north and soon approaching the halfway point of the hike, only one thought was going through my head. I had come too far to get caught now.
After hours of hiking, he finally reached the abandoned prison known as Camp Bison, a facility built in 1958 that once held hundreds of inmates before being shut down in 1975.
Located in the Wanapite River Valley area, Camp Bison Prison was constructed in 1958, housing up to 850 inmates at any one time. The location was classified as a medium security isolation prison, being accessible only by rail. The prison was entirely self-sufficient, generating its own power and harvesting its own food, grown by the inmates themselves in the surrounding fields. The construction of a nearby highway in the 70s caused a new risk of potential prisoner escapes. After the local township couldn't afford to update the facility with the necessary fortification measures to contain the inmates, the prison was closed in 1975 and has sat abandoned ever since.
Inside, the building felt strange and empty. Long, dark hallways, broken cell doors, and echoing rooms made the place feel uneasy. Even during daylight, he felt a growing sense of paranoia, as if someone might be behind him in the empty corridors.
This place is gonna get super creepy at night. I'm guessing these all would have been cells. This was probably a cell block here. Everything. The paranoia has started to set in. Getting creeped out every now and again. It's only going to get worse as it gets darker. So I'm just trying to familiarize.
As the sun slowly set, he chose the cafeteria area to set up his small tent and camp for the night.
With daylight fading, I decided to head back to the cafeteria and set up my camp there. What I initially thought to be the safest location to sleep in would later prove to be my worst nightmare.
That decision would soon turn into a mistake. Later that night, he left his tent to explore deeper into the prison. He wandered through stairwells, basements, and even dark tunnels beneath the building.
I think the basement should have the boilers. We shall see. Or this could just be a creepy basement. My vote's gonna go to yes. There's a light that used to be hanging on the ceiling. I wonder why there's all this caging around this area. What these would have been used for. I think it might be through here. Oh, look at that. Oh, that first step is a Lulu. Well, I found the boiler room. Now it's just a matter of...
At one point, while walking under the prison through flooded tunnels, he suddenly heard a strange noise somewhere behind him.
Thought I just heard something from over there. That might be our cue to return back to where we came. After I had my fill of fun exploring the catacombs of the service tunnels underneath the prison, it was time to head back to camp and check in for the night.
That sound made him return quickly to his campsite. When he reached his tent again, the building seemed quiet at first, but then he began hearing movement in the prison corridors nearby, like something slowly walking around the building.
I can't wait to just put on some dry socks and go to bed. It's been a long day. I'm in my tent and I keep hearing something outside. Sounds like it's in the corridor, one of the corridors. Maybe an animal, I don't know. Of course now it's... Did you hear that? I hope that mic picked that up. Okay, let me get my shoes on. We're checking this out.
He tried to ignore it and finally went to sleep. But sometime later in the night, he woke up to a disturbing sound just outside his tent. A coyote was standing right outside the camp. At first, it was only one, but not for so long.
Holy, there's a coyote outside. Right outside my tent. Hey buddy, you want to leave me alone?
But soon he realized there were many more moving through the woods around the prison.
I'm guessing it's on the lower level. On the second floor, beneath me. Oh my god. There's a pack of coyotes out in the woods over there. Let's just hope to God they don't come up here.
The animals began circling the building and their sounds echoed through the empty halls. As the night grew colder, the coyotes became bolder and started moving closer to his tent, circling it again and again.
The night sucked. Essentially what happened is it dropped below freezing. Everything is covered in a layer of ice. It was really hard for me to keep warm. Thank God I had a pair of hot pockets that I forgot about. This place during the day, no problem, piece of cake. From dusk till dawn, it's on a whole nother level, man. As soon as I tried going to bed, I heard it sounded like human footsteps, just scraping across the floor. But it turned out to be just a pack of coyotes. So that was pretty sweet. They were stalking me. And then after a little while, I heard them cackling, and then I realized it was sounded like a jackal or coyote. I'll just use coyote for ease of term.
Eventually, he grabbed his knife, rushed outside, and yelled to scare them away. For a few minutes, it worked. But the coyotes kept returning, each time getting closer to the tent than before.
In the tent in the cafeteria, and they started circling the tent. And they just kept circling. And they kept getting closer and closer. So then I was like, all right, I've had enough of this. So I grabbed my knife and I barged out the front door, and I kind of fended them off. I started yelling at them and scared them away. And then 5 minutes later, they were circling again, circling around the tent. So then I scared them off again. And every time, this happened maybe 1 or 2 more times, and every time they'd come back, they'd get more and more bold. And
Finally, when they began brushing against the sides of his tent, he realized the situation had become dangerous. He quickly packed his gear and ran through the prison building to escape them. Then he did something that will shock you.
Started rubbing up against my tent. That's when I called it. So I scared them off one last time. I packed up my things and I ran pretty much threw everything in a bindle in the tent, and then I ran up the stairs and lost the coyotes, and thankfully made it up to the roof, barricaded the roof door so that they couldn't get up, which luckily held them off for the whole night. But then as soon as I got my camp set up here, I heard them on the second story. They were looking for me. They were walking up and down the hallways trying to find me, and I was trying to keep
From there, he could still hear the coyotes walking through the hallways below, searching through the empty prison during the night.
Then, as soon as I got my camp set up here, I heard them on the second story. They were looking for me. They were walking up and down the hallways, trying to find me, and I was trying to keep so quiet not to alert them or anything like that. I was exhausted. It was like 3 a.m.
For hours, he stayed awake in the cold, listening to their growls echo through the building. And in that moment, alone in the middle of the wilderness, he realized something terrifying. Out there, he was the one being hunted.
At this point, 4 a.m. maybe. And my stomach, because I hadn't eaten pretty much anything, my stomach started grumbling. And just then I started hearing growling, like vicious growling. And that's when I knew they were not there to be friendly. And the growling sounded like it was coming from a foot behind my head. So I grabbed my knife, grabbed a flashlight, bust out the tent again, and I realized that the coyote is directly beneath me on the second story, growling up at me, trying to figure out where I am. So I spent pretty much the next hour or so awake listening to them stalking me in the hallway. And I don't know if you guys have ever been hunted before, but it kind of sucks. So it was kind of scary. I was honestly terrified that they'd break through my barricade and that was it. Because I mean, I'm alone out here. There is no service. There's no cell reception, no nothing. If they one bad bite, I'm at least a 2-hour hike to the car. And from the car, I'm about like a 3-hour drive from, well, maybe a 1-hour drive from civilization. So if something goes wrong out here, that's it. And I believe, honestly, my decision to move up on from the cafeteria to the roof is the reason why I'm still here right now. But anyways, enough of the serious stuff. Let me show you the campsite. This is the
With that being said, let's move on to our next disturbing camping encounter. Case number 2. On May 3rd, 2024, the YouTube channel D's Dark Adventures uploaded a very strange video from an abandoned road trail in the woods. What started as a normal visit to the trail slowly turned into her worst nightmare.
From where I did my life, I'm obsessed with this trail and trying to figure out and trying to come out and see me. Anyway, this is where I left the balls. The cat balls. Please mind my face. I'm just busy. I don't have time to dress up for you all. I want to check the mud. The balls are missing, which it could have been people that grabbed them, for sure. But I want to try to stay calm and redo the ball thing. There's people way down there. I think that's where the lake's at. And it's coming up. I brought my big ball, a bunch of my stuff, and I want to check the mud and all that. And right up here is where the entrance is that I came in from the main road. Mind my bat wings there. And then, so, yeah, I want to continue where we left off.
At first, the forest felt normal, but almost immediately she began hearing small noises in the woods. Sticks breaking and quiet movement could be heard around her.
So here we go. I'm already hearing stuff. Okay, I don't know if it's the people, ducks, or what it is. Yeah, before I sit this down, I was gonna... Okay. So there is dog prints. I think those are canine. They're two. What was that? Don't you start this jingling stuff. The last time, guys, my ear sticks breaking everywhere. This is old.
Then something strange happened.
And then I brought all of my lights and tools and toys and blah, 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 blah. Is that a whistle? No, it's a bird. Okay, here we go. That ball's, look, the ball's going off. I didn't touch it. Hello. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you guys even see the ball? The ball was going off, but I didn't even touch it. I'm gonna leave this here for them. You can play with that ball if you want. Please don't take it.
She calmly told whatever might be there that it could play with the ball if it wanted to, but the forest kept getting quieter.
If you like that ball, can you touch it again? It's yours, you can play with it. All right, we got more. We'll go down the way here and try to do more. So, like, put more balls down and stuff. So I'm gonna here's some to like with it.
As she continued walking deeper down the trail, she kept hearing more sticks breaking in different places around her, almost like something was moving through the woods nearby.
Okay, guys, so I don't know if the camera's even picking it up, but I'd say about 100 feet. I keep hearing movement. Okay, so we gotta move around that.
To test if anything was around her, she played a recording device that sometimes picks up voices in quiet areas.
Let's see if there's any movement while I'm not looking at it. I'm gonna play my ghost box real quick. Hi, my name's Dee. It's a boat.
That was when things became much stranger. Through the device, she began hearing words that sounded like someone speaking.
Yes? Same voice. D, yes? It's gonna be getting dark here in a few minutes, so should I be worried? Hello? It just said Chica, and that's something I say with my friend a lot. What's out here?
The voices sounded close, but there was no one visible in the forest. The deeper she walked, the more uneasy she became.
Movement down here, dude. There's like a... I guess there's water down right there, unless it's echoing. It's splashing. And then you keep hearing that... Ugh! Oh, see? Big stick break. Okay. Some ticks breaking over there. Somewhere.
Then something happened that made her stop walking. She suddenly saw something move through the trees in the distance. The figure quickly walked away before she could see it clearly.
No fucking way. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. No way. Guys, did that just really happen?
She immediately claimed something shocking.
Oh, I don't remember what it was. Nope, I can't. I don't want to be out here with that at night. I'm going back. I don't see anything. No.
But while she was trying to leave, things became even worse. she started hearing fast movement around her, sometimes to her left, sometimes to her right, and sometimes in front of her on the trail. Then she noticed something else.
No, I've had it. Absolutely not. No. I'm going. I'm coming out. Here I go. It's not even dark yet. I'm gonna have to come back in. Oh my god, I can't do it. Stop. Woo. How is he getting so close to me so fast, dude? I can't do this. They're moving so fast. Your unhuman-like speed is freaking me out. Okay, what's that? Okay, it smells like mint. And it went away. It's like mint and salty, like sweat, salt, mint. I don't know, it's weird. Okay.
As darkness slowly filled the trail, she kept walking faster toward the road. But the sounds continued, sticks snapping and something running through the trees beside her.
What? Woo! Stop. Moving to my right hand, look. And I'm in front of me. Woo!
Finally, she reached the end of the trail near the road and stopped to catch her breath.
I don't remember that. Whatever. Am I going the right way? I don't remember any of this. Okay, the end. Yay. The end of the trail. Ha ha. Okay, we can sit here and breathe. A sigh of relief. The last time I was out here, they came to the edge, but they went and showed their dang selves. Ha! Voila! I did it. Ha-ha!
But even there, the strange activity did not stop. The camera began capturing small, glowing shapes floating out of the woods, which she called orbs.
I'm gonna... Okay. There's an orb. I got it. I don't think I caught it. Damn it. There's tons of orbs coming out of the woods right now. And I'm hearing something walking. So I'm trying to put you guys in the right spot to see if see, there's orbs, tons of them. Look at that. That's an orb. It's not a bug. There's no bugs around.
While she was watching them, she suddenly heard a very disturbing sound coming from the forest.
Dude! Listen. I don't see anybody. Somebody. Help! Help me! No. No.
But when she looked toward the trees, nothing was there. Moments later, something moved again deeper in the woods, but it stayed hidden behind the darkness.
There's like two of something there. There's one up, dude. It's getting creepy. Huh?
That was when she finally decided to leave the area completely. Even after reaching the road, she kept hearing movement inside the forest behind her. Whatever was out there had stayed hidden the entire time. But for most of the night, it had been moving through the woods, right beside her, moving on to our third and most disturbing encounter for this video. Case number 3. On August 8th, 2023, the YouTube channel 50/50 Fishing premiered a video showing a camping and fishing trip at Lake Craig. What started as a normal outdoor trip slowly turned into a very frightening night in the woods.
Heading back to Lake Cray. Canoe won't fit in my truck, so we got it in Rick's. Uh-oh. My rods ain't gonna make it back here, I don't think. Look at all my rods back here. They hitting branches. I just had to get out and grab my rod because the freaking branch pulled it out. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh yeah, we out here. Camp Cray. One of the rods pulled. Yeah, one of the rods pulled one of the branches pulled a rod out.
Oh no.
But I got her. I think she's good. There she is. There's my dang canoe because it wouldn't fit. What else do I need in here? All right, I think I'm ready. I'm springing this little doohickey mabobber. Bring my little bit of water out there. I think I'm ready. We at Lake Cray. We're doing like a little maiden voyage. Seriously, it's the first time in a canoe ski. I was gonna sell this canoe, but now I think I'm just gonna keep it. I don't even know how stable this thing is or anything. We're gonna send it. Can't sell her now, Rick. She's been in the water. Oh, we're committed. Ain't stable as my other one. I'm the motor. I think we need to go clear to that flat. If you catch a little blueski, I need it for bait. I'll keep them. I need some catfish bait, man. Is it a giant? Oh yeah. Oh my God.
For a while, everything felt normal. They spent the afternoon fishing on the lake, catching several small bass. The fish were not very big, but the trip still seemed relaxing and peaceful.
That is not what we want, Rick. That ain't the kind of bass we want, man. Uh-oh. Oh, he took it. That felt like kind of good. I felt a little heavier. Oh, that's a bass. Ooh, yeah. Let's see if I can get this in there. That kind of, it wasn't big, but.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get it.
Yep. Oh man. I figured he might be shallow right now. He ran with it so fast. Oh, he's on it.
Nice.
I got him, Rick. I got him. Man, that little dude was ferocious. He's a ferocious little guy. He's healthy looking. He looks young. He don't look stunning like them other ones.
I wonder what's causing them to stun up though.
It's just not enough food. Too many panfish probably. They can't. They're getting out competed by the bluegill. So they're not getting big.
Oh, what was that?
I was running.
He quickly set up a small pop-up tent near the lake, which only took a few seconds to open. As evening came, he placed a couple of fishing rods near the water with bait, hoping to catch catfish during the night.
I know I need to. I know I need to. I know I need to do it, Rick. I gotta get the camp set up, man. Oh yeah, look at that. That fishing was a little slow, man. Supposed to be like some kind of fancy freaking pop-up tent. Wasn't expecting it to be this freaking big. This seems like this is way too big for a 3-man tent, but then it makes sense when you consider it pops open like an ice shanty. Set it on the ground. Or this is just like a dang shanty. And you just pop this, pop that. No, that's it.
The tent is up, bro.
Holy crap.
That's nice.
Bro, that's pretty fire. It's supposed to be 7x7. Don't really look like it. Boy, that's kind of slick. Look at that thing, man. It literally took 5 seconds. Yeah, that tent's kind of fire, though. What I know about catfish in lakes like this is they usually just come up shallow at night. I'm just gonna lob them out right there and hope for something. Got some cut bluegill here from earlier when Rick caught that bluegill. I'm gonna throw some pieces out, see if I can get some catfish. There's a couple cats in here. I don't even have any like catfish hooks or anything. I'm just using my carp rods. Got my these little hooks on there. I think it should still work though if one hits it. I'm not planning on catching a monster, but you never know, I might. Hopefully these little hooks can hold up. I'm just gonna lob it. Like literally like just a few feet off the bank because it drops so fast. These catfish should be coming in shallow. I'm like tempted to put corn out on one.
Later that night, he caught a small fish and released it back into the water. After that, he decided to go to sleep inside the tent and wake up early to fish again in the morning.
Got him.
Nice.
Look at the bullhead.
A bullhead?
Yeah, I caught this before in here.
I didn't even know I had these in here.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I caught that last time. Freaking bullhead, dude.
I didn't even know I had bullheads in here.
Yeah, I caught him last time I was here too,
Oh,
dude. He
shit,
freaking choked it, man. Yeah, it's kind of a big bullhead. Dude, he freaking choked it, dude. That was a big piece of bluegill. How do you do that?
Dude, it gone.
Holy shit. That was quick too. Look at me. There he goes. All right, guys. Well, I'm probably gonna head to bed. Probably gonna get up early, hit the lake again. Got my mattress pad, got the sleeping bag. This little tent's all right. This ain't bad at all. Not like crazy.
But the night did not stay peaceful for long. Sometime later, he suddenly woke up after hearing a strange sound outside the tent.
I just woke up. I heard something like a weird noise.
At first, he was confused and tried to listen carefully in the darkness. The noise continued. He then heard heavy movement very close to the tent and something brushed against the side of it.
What the hell is it? There's something else here. First.
That was when he realized what it might be. He quietly said it sounded like a bear outside the tent.
What the? Yeah, that sounds like a bear, like for real. Oh shit.
For a moment he stayed completely still, hoping the animal would leave. Eventually, the noise faded, and it sounded like whatever was outside had moved away into the woods.
I think it stopped, man. It like pushed my whole tent in right here. I'm about to go look. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I thought I heard it kind of run away. What the fuck?
But the fear did not go away. A little later, he stepped outside to check the area and quickly started a large fire near the campsite to keep animals away.
I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna sleep now. Alright guys, well, got no idea where that thing went. I just started a big ass fire. Make sure he don't come back, hopefully. No idea. I think the tent's alright. I haven't seen anything on the tent.
For a short moment, everything became quiet again. Then suddenly he heard another sound, deeper in the woods, like something moving through the trees nearby.
Man, I might sleep in a freaking... What was that? I just heard something. I might sleep in a damn truck tonight. Literally might be sleeping in the truck. I don't have any food out or nothing. Hearing something out there now. What the hell is that?
Standing there in the dark forest with only the fire lighting the area, he realized something far more disturbing. Whatever had come near the tent earlier might still be somewhere in the woods. Let's move on to our fourth most disturbing encounter for this video. Case number 4. On July 1st, 2023, the YouTube channel Snow and Kurt uploaded a video about a frightening moment they experienced while living and traveling in their van. After almost 4 years of traveling through Mexico, Central America, and South America, they had always said they never felt afraid while sleeping in their van.
Alright guys, with no doubt about it, our scariest moment in the van. voice is shaking. It's taken us a minute to get the camera.
But that changed one night. They were parked in a bright city area in Concepcion, Chile, near a busy mall with cars and people around. It did not seem dangerous at all. In fact, they had chosen the spot because it felt safe.
Safe, parked where we're at. I mean, it's 10 minutes later and a whole family with little kids and stuff just walked by. You never know where this will happen, I guess, but we were not parked in an area that felt sketchy.
All safe, but
yeah,
it's a big city. It's a smash and grab. They were trying to smash in and break what we had, or steal what we had, and that's all. It could happen anywhere in the world. It just happened to us.
right here.
Here.
We're gonna go drive and try to find a paid parking lot that we can maybe get into. There's nothing on iOverlander. There's not much options showing up on the Google. It's kind of where we ended up where we were. But we don't feel like this is somewhere we should stay. So we're gonna go look for somewhere to park until in the morning. We did find 3 or 4 places.
Then suddenly, in the middle of the night, something woke them up. A loud bang hit the van window, followed by several more heavy strikes.
Oh, you alright, Kurt?
Yeah.
Middle of the night. I don't even know what time it is. It's
Not that late.
It's only 10 o'clock. I don't know if y'all can see it, but we just woke up to someone banging on the window. Our 3M security film worked, but our window is shattered. We need to duct tape this. We'll be back in a minute. Definitely our scariest moment in the van. Oh, I almost got in. Oh, I'm shaking.
Me too.
Oh, our poor kitty cats that scared the daylights out of them.
Oh, wow.
When they looked at the window, they saw that the glass had shattered, but the security film on the window kept it from breaking open. Someone outside had been trying to smash their way into the van. Inside the van, panic quickly filled the small space. Kurt jumped up quickly, shouting to scare whoever was outside. In the chaos, he got tangled in the blankets and even fell hard while rushing toward the window.
That was scary.
All right. We gotta figure out what to do now. We, clearly, first thing in the morning, have to find a place to get a new window. I don't think there'll be any sleeping tonight, so I don't even really think we need to move. We're in a very lit up area, right by a very nice mall.
Cars around us.
There's cars all around us. There's cars driving by. It's not even 10 o'clock at night.
They were just trying to smash in and steal what's
Grab.
in the van.
Yeah.
Just smash and grab.
Well, I could tell you I've never saw Kurt move that fast.
Well, I got hung in the bed and
blanket.
then I just screamed out loud.
He was
and
yelling so loud, and I looked out the window.
My feet were caught in the bed and I just fell all the way down to the floor.
All right, guys, we're feeling a little vulnerable. At least I am. We'll see y'all later. We're okay. Guys, just to let you know, we felt incredibly safe parked where we're at. I mean, it's 10 minutes later and a whole family with little kids and stuff just walked by. You never know where this will happen, I guess, but we were not parked in an area that felt sketchy.
All safe, but
yeah,
it's a big city. It's a smash and grab. They were trying to smash in and break what we had, or steal what we had, and that's all. It could happen anywhere in the...
The loud yelling worked. Whoever had been outside suddenly ran away into the darkness after realizing people were inside the van.
You know, we have spotlights that we can turn on immediately, so we flip them on. Kurt gets up, we make a lot of noise. Because for the most part, we've always figured if someone's going to try to break into our van, they just want to steal stuff. They don't want to hurt us, so if they are figuring out that someone is in the van, they're likely going to leave, and that's exactly what happened. So Kurt gets up, I flip on the lights, lots of screaming, lots of noise, and we crank the van immediately in case we have to evacuate, which we did, but not in a hurry because he ran away.
Now, one detail.
For a few seconds, the night became quiet again, but the fear stayed. They could still see the cracked window covered in shattered glass.
Is we woke up to a loud boom, 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 boom. I think there was 6 times he must have been just smashing the windshield with his elbow or his fist. And the other thing that we have in place is we have security tent on our windows.
Yeah, a film that keeps them from breaking, and it worked. It worked good.
I don't think he would have got in anyway. The window's still there. It's shattered in 100 pieces.
Even their cats had woken up in fear, their eyes wide as they tried to hide in the van.
But that's another thing that we have in place for security.
Yeah, I feel that it was a very scary way to wake up. And, you know, our kitties sleep up here in the front, and I just feel so terrible. They were scared to death of me.
Not knowing if the person might come back, they quickly started the van and drove away from the area, searching for a safer place to stay for the rest of the night.
The world, it just happened to us.
Right here.
Here.
We're gonna go drive and try to find a paid parking lot that we can maybe get into. There's nothing on iOverlander. There's not much options showing up on the Google. It's kind of where we ended up where we were. But we don't feel like this is somewhere we should stay. So we're gonna go look for somewhere to park until in the morning. We did find 3 or 4 places.
Eventually, they found a 24-hour truck stop outside the city and parked between 2 large trucks, hoping the lights and activity would keep them safe.
We made it to a 24-hour truck stop out on the
edge of town,
the turnpike just outside of town, parked up between 2 semis. It is 11:15. We're gonna try to find a window first thing in the morning, and we're gonna try to get some.
When morning came, they discovered something strange left behind. Near the van were clothes and items that the man had dropped while running away, possibly from the grocery cart he had been pushing.
Everybody in the van was able to get a little bit of sleep. The truck stop gas station we parked at, it was a 24-hour place, and we were nestled in between 2 semis. We believe these are the overalls of the guy that tried to break into our van.
He brought a grocery cart with him.
Yeah.
He had a grocery cart, and Snow saw him trying to escape.
Yeah, Kurt scared the daylights out of him.
And he was stumbling and fumbling and falling to get...
Later that morning, they went to a repair shop and replaced the broken window. The security film had done its job. The glass had shattered, but it had kept the intruder from getting inside.
So we went in and paid. It was about 60,000 Chilean pesos to get this repaired with the labor. So that translates to, I think, about $75 más o menos. And they say they can do it within an hour or 2. He's taking off the door panel right now, so hopefully we'll be back in business. They do not do window tinting here. And obviously, guys, the security tent held and did a phenomenal job. I am a big fan of that.
That night left them with a memory they would never forget. After years of peaceful travel, they had finally experienced every van lifer's worst nightmare, waking up in the dark to someone trying to break into the place they call home. That brings us to our last disturbing camping encounter for this video. Case number 5. On November 12th, 2022, a video titled "Thief Breaks into M Camper and Drops His Knife" was premiered live on YouTube by the Hunt Your Way channel, showing what happened on his rural property which was no less than a nightmare for him.
All right, hey, I appreciate you guys clicking on this video here to support the channel. Let's go ahead and get into the story here. So, bought this property about 6 years ago. Did a ton of work to the place. Completely cleaned it up. Went through, graveled the driveway. Just a full-on flip-out repair of the whole entire place.
He had owned the property for years and fixed it with care, trusting the area enough to leave tools and supplies behind. For a long time, nothing felt wrong. That feeling changed when unknown vehicles started pulling into the driveway. Something felt off, so he set up cameras, not knowing how serious things were about to get.
For the first 3 years, everything went smooth. We had absolutely zero problems. Started getting comfortable down there, leaving tools in the shed, no problem. So we had everything we needed down there if we had to make repairs. Then we started noticing some vehicles pulling in the driveway. We didn't have a gate up at that time, so there was 2 or 3 different vehicles that we noticed pulling in the driveways. So we threw up a bunch of cameras. So then we had our first break-in. As you can see from the pictures, they knocked our window out, the side window, and was able to pop the screen, reach around, jimmy the door, get the door open. But as you can tell, they tried to pry it open first, it looks like, before they busted the window out. Went in the camper, completely ransacked it, went through everything. Same with the sheds. They ripped the door off, the locks off, completely went through the shed, cleaned everything out.
One night, someone came back. The camera later showed a man creeping toward the camper, stopping to look around and make sure no one was nearby.
Video footage here I've actually held on to for quite a while, since last year. As you're going to see, there's snow on the ground. I had the sheriffs come out. They took a report, gathered up evidence, and that was pretty much about the last that I heard from them. I followed up a few weeks later. This was all during COVID, and I kept getting the excuse that COVID was going on, it was slowing everything down, and then I just stopped getting the return phone calls when I left messages and trying to reach out. So it went absolutely nowhere. So yeah, I decided, hey, I'm going to put this footage out there for you guys to see, and maybe it'll help somebody else out. We're going to go ahead and roll this video here. I'm going to put it in slow motion here so we can talk about it. So as you can see, he's kind of creeping up here to the door. He kind of goes past the door and kind of looks, I'm assuming, to make sure there's no vehicles or anything on down the driveway. Goes up there, gives the old handle a pull. Obviously the door is locked. Then he goes over to where you can see the window I have taped to where it was broke out before. Starts peeling on that tape. That must have evidently took too long, because then next thing you know, he tries to actually pry the window open, which he does get it open enough to put his arm through there. And I have put the screen back in there at this time, so you can see there he actually pops that screen out of the way, reaches around there to the door handle.
The man tried the door and found it locked. Instead of leaving, he moved to the window that had been broken before and began pulling at the tape.
And he's able to get that door unlatched. Okay, so by now at this point here, we were smart enough not to leave really anything of any true value in the camper there. So the video, you can see him coming out. I'm going to slow-mo it as well. You can see he's running with something coming out the door, and that would actually be an old 10-year-old heater that we had in there, electric heater, that he helped himself to. and there he goes running back.
When that took too long, he forced the window open just enough to reach inside. His arm slipped through the gap, searching in the dark for the door handle. Moments later, the door opened. 2 weeks later, the thief returned. This time, the cold stopped the camera from recording, but the signs were clear when he arrived.
Down the driveway. Alright guys, so after that break in there of getting the video, set everything back up, camera wise, fixed the window, retaped it I guess I should say, and headed back up north and ended up coming back down 2 weeks later, and this is what we found. Unfortunately, the batteries were just too cold evidently, didn't get any recording of it, but this is what I walked in.
Inside the camper, something chilling was left behind. The thief had dropped a knife sitting there as proof of how close this had become.
Alright, hey, we just got back down to the property. Pulled in the driveway here, it's all ice. Got the car stuck. That's going to be fun, but come down here to do a few things. We'll talk about that here soon, but as you can see, our thief's been back. He pulled up the tape there, and I've already actually went in the camper, and look, he left something this time. Left his knife. So, as soon as I get out of here, I'm going to go call the sheriff, see if he can come down. I really hope they're going to fingerprint this knife, because that's all we need to catch this guy. And I believe I know who it is, and I believe he's already in the court system, and he should already have his fingerprints on file. So, all they got to do is get a print from that. It'd be pretty simple to match up. So, let's hope they go the extra mile for me and get that thing fingerprinted, and we can get this guy. So stay tuned.
He believed the knife could finally identify the man. Police took it, promised answers, and then went silent.
All right, I'm going to finish up this video with this. I wish I could tell you that the sheriff department did their job, ran his fingerprints on this knife like they said they would when they came out. He put his rubber gloves on, got his bag, took the knife, did all that, said it was going to be ran to contact them, and I contacted them numerous times. Spoke with the secretary, left multiple messages, and the only time I got somebody to call me back was that they were so backed up with COVID that it basically didn't have time to handle this. So, and that was the end of it. That was the last call I got. So I'm putting all this out to you guys. Maybe you guys know some information, but if not, I appreciate you guys watching the video anyways, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks.
In the end, the fear was not just the break-in, but knowing someone had entered his space more than once and could still come back. For more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video. Comment below which case you find the most horrifying. Don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications.